saying when Travis started at AGC 5 years ago, I thought, that's where I want to be. And guess what? Here I am. So thank you, Travis. Thank you, Melissa, also for this opportunity. When she approached me and said, we have this opening on May 14th, I thought, that's lovely. And I'm starting the summit that day. So the whole ask a busy person, that totally fell into play right here. Thank you, Alex, for being one of my speakers on my summit this morning. So amazing. But we're not here to talk about that. We are here today to talk about navigating the waves of change. I might know something about that. Unleashing the power of resilience in business. Anybody need that? All right. Okay. Yes, as Travis mentioned, I've gone through a few things. I'm biking down the hill one day, head injury, coma, 1 year. Yay! 26-year business run with my husband. Awesome, going along. One day, closed. When that happens, you have to pivot. You have to dig deep, and you have to find a way through. And I'm going to share with you couple things that I've done to do that. Interested?
Yes.
So that's my husband, Jack. He's back there. Everybody turn and wave and say out loud. Hi, Jack, all together. Hi, Jack. Okay, he's a pilot. Never say that to him again. Okay, that's my And this is our boat. Little ditty. I don't know if you can quite see that, but little ditty about Jack and
Diane.
Oh, I'm LeAnn.
Sorry.
Close enough. So we all just aged out there. Some of you didn't get that. That's okay. But that's our little ditty, and it's not that little. But it's also not the one that we're going to take on a, what is it? I think a 6,000 mile trip. Anybody down for a 6,000 mile trip on less than 40 square feet?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Dan Marcus is like, you know it. We've been talking to Dan about this for quite a while. So, we're going to talk about joyful resilience reminders. And J stands for journey. Journey is what we're going to do. You see that red line? That's the journey some friends of ours have been on since last September. That's where they are. Like 2 days ago, right there. So that's pretty cool, whoops. And that's where we're headed. Now if you go on a journey, any journey, business journey, personal journey, health journey, right? If you go on any kind of journey, is it the destination that matters the most? No. Because the way this works is that you go, again, I'll get this eventually. You go down the Mississippi, take a right at St. Louis, hit the Gulf, go around Florida and up. Dan says I have to go over to Bermuda. Bahamas, okay. Bahamas. And then back up here, and then you enter in, way up here I think, into the Great Lakes system, come down to Chicago and cross your wake back in Mississippi. Think about that. You cross your wake. That's the loop. It's called the Great Loop. And people can do it in weeks. Can you imagine doing all of that in weeks or months even? Months. Now granted, they're already there after 9 months, 8 months. That's a long way to go in 8 months. But the journey is the purpose, not the destination. It's not about crossing the wake. Yes, you get a new flag. You do. You get a flag. It's cool. But it's the journey. It's the little trip. See the side trip right there? That's going to Nashville. Little 400-mile side trip. It's the journey that matters. So remember that J is for journey, and that's what matters most. O is for opportunities, because you've already seen this 3 times. But opportunities. You imagine your trip is going to be like this. Crystal clear waters. You can even see the shadow on the bottom because everything is so beautiful and clear. And Dan, how often does that happen every day? Not so much.
In the Bahamas, every day.
Okay. Call me wrong. But for those of us who've been on a business journey for more than, I don't know, a week?
All right.
Does that stay that way? Alex actually gave a great presentation today. He talked about his journey, and he's like, hey, it was a race to the bottom until I realized that's not where it was going to live. That's not how you can stay. So you got to keep open for the opportunities to pivot, to change, to see what I'm doing isn't working. It's time to move on. Look for those opportunities, but also look for those opportunities for that little 400-mile side trip to Nashville. Even if it's out of the way, it's okay. Why? Why is for yield. I'm going to skip that joke. Ask me about it later. But that's me. And this is my birthday. Last summer, we went up to the Ford Lock and Dam. I had not been at the Ford Lock and Dam since I was 7 years old. I remembered it crystal clear. But something, if you've never been to a lock, find a boater familiar with the river, not the lakes, familiar with the rivers, go into a lock. It's a fascinating experience. But really, you yield. You are at the mercy of the people running the lock. You pull in, they close the door behind you, and you sit there as long as they keep you there. You can't get out. The water goes up or the water goes down, and at the end, you end up on a different plane than you were at the beginning. But it's okay to yield and allow things to happen. It's okay to wait and stop and pause and find joy in that. Locks are a great place to meet other boaters. Sometimes there's a boater right in front or right behind you. Not a great place to get really drunk, just saying. Just don't do it. I haven't done it, but because the lockmasters kind of frown on that. But it's a great place to find some joy, meet some people, or just relax. So why is for yield? Be okay with yielding once in a while. Now this is my favorite, my F word, faith. Faith is the knowing inside of you. The knowing something you can't see. Something you maybe can't even fully express or explain, but you know. And knowing, that deep knowing that you have about your business, your calling, your expression, is spelled K-N-O-W. Everybody around you has a no as well, and it's spelled N-O. Listen to your no, K-N-O-W. Don't listen to the no. Faith is having the guts to listen to your no. Some people talk about falling forward. Somebody transitioned that into failing forward. What if we faith forward? Faithing forward. That's why I love this particular word. You is for community. You notice that in the middle of community is the word, the letter U. U is for community, the unity that comes from like-minded individuals, like-minded businesses. Travis, great community. We come to community so we can share ideas, so we can find people who can do things we can't do. One of my dear friends, Charla, is a collector and connector of fascinating people, and everyone is fascinating. Who can relate to that? I know Melissa can, right? So find your community, whether it's your boating community, your business community, your wellness community. Seek out those communities that are going to make a difference for you. And finally, L is for learning. Never, ever stop learning. You just can't. You stop learning, you start dying, like right there. Because the world is, I don't know, going to keep changing. AI, anyone? Learn it. You don't have to love it. You don't even have to use it. But be aware of AI, or be aware of the new things that are coming down the pike. The picture from the barge here. If you don't learn how to go around a barge, you're gonna have some problems. Barges are big. Do you know that one of those carries the equivalent of 40 railroad cars? Have you ever sat on a railroad track and counted cars? 40. And it can push 12 of those. Somebody did math. You did math. Math teacher here. 12 of those. So L is for learning. If you don't know how to go around something that big in the way, you gotta figure out what to do. I'm gonna back up just because I failed to tell you about one of these photos. Kayak. That kayak was in this lock. Talk about a need for faith. He was headed to St. Louis. That was in Minneapolis. Yeah, I got a what? That takes a lot of faith. And by the way, he brought his dog.
Oh, I didn't see.
So think big, dream big, know your no. J is for journey, O is for opportunities, Y is for yield, F is for faith, U is for the U in community, and L is for learning. As Travis said at the beginning, navigating the waves of change, unleashing the power of resilience in business, find a job you enjoy doing, and you will never work a day in your life. But I'm going to finish with one other thought. And this is from a woman named Janice Stanfield. If you look her up, she looks inspiring. I don't really know that much about her, but she's famous for this one quote. I cannot be all that the world needs, but the world needs all that I can be, and you too.